Fabulous, just absolutely wonderful, as expected. That was Laura J. Martin and Ewan Morgan, Living on the Wall. And Laura, are you going to stay behind the piano for the next song?
Yes and no.
Well, right. Well, that clears that up. I only say because all we can see is your eyes peering above the roof of the piano. So if you were going to go over there, I'd say do it now. But if you're not, don't worry.
That's the best bit, though, isn't it?
Right. Well, OK. Well, if that's the way that you look at it, fair enough.
I'll sit up a bit, Mark.
Yeah, we'll get you a booster cushion.
And for us,
okay.
yeah.
And so, would you like to explain the setup that you've both got going here tonight?
Okay. So it's definitely a budget band, but...
no offence, mate.
No offence to you, Anne, but yeah, I've got a loop station to support the synths that we're playing, looping flute and then piano on top of that. And Ewan's got about 4 synths in front of him, and he's got some beautiful Welsh pipes on him as well.
We would attest to that. We've heard them. We've heard them before. Not seen them, but we've heard them. Yeah, just brilliant. Okay, so we have played Prepared and the lead track, and I believe that you shot the video at a really beautiful place just north of here called Martin Mere.
Yeah.
So what took you to Martin Mere? For those who don't know, I mean, it is a nature reserve, and it is, as you would expect, a mere with birds in it.
In all honesty, my mate works there. Paul Riding, the main man of the video, he got us in, but I was very taken with the stillness of the landscape, and I just thought it really suited the song. And yeah, the patience that the Twitchers have, I just thought it all seemed to go together.
Right, okay. So,
and I enjoyed being there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I read the press release, believe it or not, and so it alludes to me, at least in there, that maybe you were a bit of a bird watcher, and you said it took you back to binoculars and stuff. Have you ever been a bit of a twitcher on the side, or is that just fanciful?
Yeah, fanciful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like looking at a bird or two, but I really enjoyed being there. Can I have that? That was the big pull.
That was it. I mean, I was hoping you were going to say you were a twitcher.
You want me to set it up for you?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm a twitcher. How about you, Mark?
I'm a twitcher, but do you know why? Do you know why twitchers are called twitchers, supposedly?
I don't.
It's supposedly because they have pagers on on the belts, and they go off if there's a rare bird in a certain part of the country or the world. If you've got loads of money, your pager goes off, and they're always twitching, waiting for it to go off to say there's a blue-footed booby in Peckham, which is highly unlikely.
So they've only been called twitchers since they've been pagers.
Well, I think
fair enough.
Yeah,
right, I'm not doubting it, Mark. It's a good story.
Yeah, well, I did just make it up, so it should be a good story.
There is a pager in the video. To just if you look carefully.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. I will do then. Okay. Fire away, mate.
The LP is the first solo LP since 2016, and as I understand it, in between you did various things, including apprenticing at a flute maker and flute repairers. Yes. Yeah. And this is after having played the flute for how long? Just forever.
Yeah. Since I was 10.
So what was the thinking there?
Well, so I moved back to Liverpool a few years back, and I was kind of thinking, do I really want to do music anymore, if I'm honest? Or continue making music in the same way, at least. I didn't have any ideas for making a record, and just around the corner from me lived an amazing flute maker, Willie Simmons, just off Penny Lane. I just really liked the idea of, looking at something I've been playing since I was 10 years old in a completely different way, looking at the nuts and bolts of it. I like the discipline of just sitting still, which I've never really been that great at.
I'm not an expert in flute maintenance or flute making in any way.
Yeah.
But as I'd imagine it to be, on the one hand, metalwork on one extreme,
exactly,
on the other, incredible intricacy, because you may have people musicians coming to you saying, there's a problem with this key, and there's it's a quarter of a note out or something like that,
Yeah.
and it's down to you to fix that. Is that how it works?
Yeah, well, I got more into the repairing aspect of it, mainly because I wasn't strong enough to handle a lot of the equipment, and I couldn't afford a lot of the equipment. You'd be surprised at the amount of heavy machinery that's involved in making such a light, delicate instrument. But I can walk away saying that I can repair flutes at least. So.
Okay, so you touched on something a moment then, where you said that you came back to Liverpool and you were at that point in time considering not making music. So I know for a fact that you went to London, and that is kind of the archetypal route for a musician traditionally, isn't it? And it doesn't have to be, and you've proved it by coming back. But you went to London to kind of find your fortune and your fame.
Yeah, I'm loaded now, Mark. Can you not tell?
You what?
I'm loaded, I'm minted.
You're loaded, but yes, but I mean, it was one of those things where you came back slightly disillusioned, which you...
I did, yeah.
Yeah, which is the terrible thing, and you've made this wonderful record, so you didn't need to go to London in the first place. It's a moral of the tale.
It's exactly, and we've actually, because we've got more space, we've built a home studio and just the luxury of delving into things more.
Yeah, and you've been working with Ewan, but also with Mike Lindsay, who, again, another hugely talented producer.
That's right, yeah. He came and laid some psychedelic guitar down on the record. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right then. So, have you got before we go to your tour dates, have you got anything else lined up with Lavinia and Window?
Oh, we have talked about it. We yet to put anything in action, but we have been discussing it. We're both keen to do some more work.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Keep us posted. Okay, so we've got the tour dates here. Have you got them as well?
I have, yeah. How do you want to do this, Mark? Shall I do the China Crisis dates and then you do the ones in between?
Yeah, go on then.
All right. All right, then. It's all about the organisation. So there are some shows with China Crisis on the 12th of April at Gorilla here in Manchester, the Citadel St Helens on the 19th of April, and then looking further ahead later in the year, Chester Live Rooms on the 5th of October and the 7th of November at the Brindley Theatre in Runcorn. But in between times, Mark, what do we got?
We've got the 4th of May at New Brighton, Floral Pavilion. The 5th would be Salford, Sounds from the Other City. The 11th, Wrexham Focus Wales Festival. You've got Jumbo Records, live in-store at Leeds on the 18th of May, which involves, as we know, if you buy the album, you will get a ticket, which enables you to go and see Laura and Ewan as well. Is that right? Okay, performing live.
I think you have to pre-order it from Jumbo, though. That's the deal.
Right, okay. And then also on the, that would be the 7th of June, you're playing in London at the Old Library.
That's right.
Brilliant, okay. All right, then, so you've got 2 more tunes to do for us. So what have you both got up your sleeves for us then?
Well, the next one is the title track of the album, Prepared.
Right.
And after that, we'll be doing an oldie, one that you used to play quite regularly, well, ish, on the show.
Hey, boys!
Not regularly enough, is that what you're saying?
Hey, all right.
How regular do you want?
Pull it, Johnny. Session's off.
I think you both have played it from time to time, but we've reworked it, so hopefully it's, still exciting in some way.
I'm sure it will be. Yeah. All right, get to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I just need to sort this bit and then I walk over there.
Whatever you like.